Hey Lumi team, Trey here. Back with another video for you guys about LumiSketch Web. Now, this one is going to be very important today. We're going to cover invoicing. Okay, so we're here on the dashboard. This is LumiSketch Web, so we're going to go into our invoicing here. Now, you're going to need to set this up. It's through Stripe. So you're going to click on, once you get in here, you have a couple buttons. Now up top, that's going to be to refresh your invoices. And then next to that, that's going to be how you can get to your Stripe dashboard. You disconnect your account, get rid of your account, and then this is your saved items, which we'll go over later. You're going to hit get started here. Then that's going to ask you if you want to set up a new account or an existing account, and you'll just pick one of those. So we're going to do a new account. So we're going to hit start onboarding here. Now, once you hit start onboarding, that's going to take you to another browser tab here. And then you're just going to type in your email address. So you'll go in here. All right. Hit submit. We'll just hit sign in with Google here. You might have to go through a couple of verification steps if you use Google, but once you get signed in here, then it will walk you through your process to set up your account with Stripe. So you can actually send out invoices to customers, and they can pay you for your jobs, and so you can do all of that straight through LumiSketch. Now, once you get into here, it'll have you select if you have an existing account, if you want to create a new business. Now, you're going to go through this one at a time. You'll just fill out your name and all of that good information. So I'm going to fill that out now. All right, now once you got that, you're going to come into here. It's going to take you to this next screen. Here you're going to put in your Social Security, your ITIN, and then you're going to put in your bank that you want to get your payments for your invoicing. So this will go automatically straight to your bank. I'm going to just do American Express here. You'll click agree and continue, and then I'll go through that process myself here. Perfect. Now that's just going to have you hit review and submit. So once you hit review and submit, it's going to say setup complete. That'll verify that you got everything set up, and then voila, you now have your invoices set up. Okay, now we're going to go over how to send an invoice. So you can do it one of two ways. The first way we're going to do it, we're going to actually send it through our quote screen. So we'll go to our quotes here, and I'm going to fill out this quote here really fast. All right, now we hit send invoice down here at the bottom. That's going to pop up a screen here. It's saying create your invoice. So that's going to generate our invoice there. And then we're going to go back over to our invoices screen from here. Now, I went ahead and I set up a couple just so we can kind of move them around here. So just some test ones. Now, once you click on a draft invoice, you can open up and look at that draft and you can edit it. You can only edit the drafts. Now, here you'll notice that there's the invoice number as well. So as soon as you send that invoice, there's your invoice number. That's going to be all the line items that we set, as well as the convenience fee that we had added for that item there, or for that quote that we had sent over. Now, you can delete the invoice whenever it's a draft. When you're ready to send it, you're going to hit create invoice up here at the top. So I'm going to go ahead, hit create invoice. That's going to say sending your invoice, and that will send my invoice over. Okay, now we're going to go to our sent here. We're going to open up our action menu. You can do a couple options here. You can view the invoice if you want to see everything as a read-only, kind of similar to a PDF. And then also, if you want to do an offline payment, meaning they paid you some cash up front, then you come into here. You're going to type in how much you wanted, so $2,000 in this situation, and then that's going to pop in here and be partially paid for $2,000. From there, you can share the link, you can void it, download the PDF, you can resend it to them. Let's say they paid you a little bit more cash, or they paid it off in cash. Then we'll go ahead and put that in there. We'll mark that as paid off in cash. That says successful. And then now it's over here in paid, and it's paid off. So now when we go to it, you can either refund it, so you can mark it as a refund if it's offline, or you can send a refund through Stripe itself in LumiSketch. All right. Now we're going to go over some saved items and creating an invoice as well here. So we're going to go up here. You can create a saved item here on this window, like these two here. But I'm going to show you a different way through the create new invoice button here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and just show you how to fill out the invoice here. So we'll put first and last name under client name. We're going to give it an email. All right. And we'll give it a random phone number here. And our address, city, and state, and then zip code and country. Now we'll just go ahead and now we're going to use the save item. So we'll click saved items right here. Once we click that, it's going to open up a box for us. So you see we have our two saved items in here. We're going to click on a new one up here, and we're going to click plus here, and then we're going to type in that item name. So I already have the two, so you'll type that in. If you don't set a price, it'll come out like this, so you can set the price later in the end, or you can add one and set a static price. So if you have a router or something like that that's always the same price. We're going to add some lighting in here, so we're going to say this is 275 feet of lights that we're selling at $32 a foot. So you can see our total prices up here. And then that's adding it there. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to add one of that router, and that's the 179. Now we'll turn on the convenience fee. Once again, you can set the convenience fee, sales tax, and any other fees you want in your profile screen. So that has our dock fee on it there. And then we're just going to hit create invoice. Once you hit create invoice, it's going to... Oh, we got to fill out our description here, so we'll just put a description in here. Okay, invoice test. And we'll hit create invoice. And all right, and from there, now you can click on that and you can edit that draft so you can see everything, including the invoicing number and all that. And then they'll filter into these different filter tabs up here. So we'll go to all here. You can see those in there. You can see our archived here. So let's go ahead and just delete this invoice here, this draft invoice. We'll get rid of that, and then once that goes away, perfect. Now once you click on this, you'll see archive invoice. So let's say we want to archive this. We click on archive. That's not going to delete it for you. It's just going to hide it in this archive spot. So it won't change the status in Stripe or anything like that. It just keeps it the same. So now that's archived. It's hidden from every other tab except archive. And if you want to unarchive it, you're just going to open that up, hit unarchive, and then that'll take you out. And now those show back up in void. So you can kind of filter all those out for yourself and use those filter tabs to your advantage. Now that's really about it. Just like always, leave a like and a subscribe on the video. Drop a comment if you need some help, or you can message us on Facebook or Instagram, either one. And remember, if you go to lumisketch.net/pricing, you can use code HOLIDAY10 at checkout for 10% off your monthly or yearly subscription. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.